Morning, everybody. Hi, I'm Meg from Live Stamps, and you are watching Maker Mornings with Meg. Today's project is a square bottom box bag, which is just fun to say. So pull that one out at a party for extra kicks. But anyway, it's a really simple gift idea. You can use it to package all kinds of things. You can make them bigger, you can make them smaller. The sizes are pretty much limitless. And you will love this because it just comes together really quickly. Plus, it is a really fun way to use your favorite designer series papers and see the front and the back of them, which we all know is kind of a game, right? Who wants to stick down your DSP and like miss out on part of it? So I'm gonna use, I'll show you some of these patterns from this paper. The paper I'm gonna use today is the Traditions of St. Nick, little bits of it flying around. So it is this one here. It's got, oops, upside down. It's got some really great drawings in it. I think we used it for something recently. It's got these fun St. Nicholas prints. It's got stockings. It's got all the things. So I'm gonna grab one of these papers. Let's see. I think I'm gonna use this one here with this pretty Christmas print on it, and then the back is gonna be this pretty mossy meadow. Morning. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Tanya. So if you haven't made square bottom box bags before, you're going to love this project. And if you have, then this is a reminder to pull them out because it is the season. So this is the best project when you are running out the door and you need to take something to someone and you just think, what am I going to grab? Grab some chocolate off the counter, grab a strip of DSP, make a quick square bottom box bag, and you're ready to go. So. All right, and if Christmas is over and you're watching this video, rest assured you can use them for wedding favors, shower favors, all kinds of occasions. This is a great thing to put on your table. You can put little names on them and put them on your holiday table as little placeholders for people. Lots and lots of possibilities. So, hey, Roxanne. All right, and thank you. This is my Christmas Snow White getting ready here with her dwarves for the holidays. So, all right, with that, I'm going to flip our camera down and we're going to get going. This is honestly just such a delightful project. You're really going to love it. And if you don't just stop watching at the end and go make one, I'll kind of be surprised. So it's just that easy. All right, so I have a piece of designer series paper. Like I said, any paper, it can be directional print, it can be non-directional, it's fine. If it's directional, you're gonna want it to run across this way, and it's 4 inches tall and then 11 inches wide. So I'm just gonna grab my trimmer here and trim off that last inch. Now, if you forget to trim off the last inch, it really isn't gonna matter. Morning, Nikki. You can use the whole strip, but if you just have that extra piece, you'll find another project to use it for, maybe part of your tags. So 4 by 11 is big enough. And you know what? I have the scoreboard out because we're going to score, but not anything on this. This piece is all ready to go. All right. So, but what you will need to score is a 4 by 4 piece of cardstock, okay? So really easy to remember if you're making this size, it's 4 inches tall and the square is 4 by 4. You can make this square any size you want. You'll just have to modify the length of this paper to go along with it. It'll make sense in a minute. So, hey Jane. All right, so what I'm gonna do is pop this on here and then use my scoring tool here. And I'm gonna score it at 3/4 inches. This one's already scored from all the ends. So 3/4 inch, 3/4 inch, okay? You can also vary that. If you move them in, your bottom box bag is gonna be smaller. If you move those score lines out, your bottom will be bigger. So really simple. And then we're gonna use the sort of traditional box bottom cutting. So we have this shape here and I'm just going to snip up here, snip here, and flip it over, snip here, and then fold on those score lines. So all 4 corners, ta-da, and then we have our box bottom that will come together. So I'm just gonna fold these tabs in and pop this like here. So see how we have a box bottom, just that easy. Now for glue on this, you guys know I love multi-purpose liquid glue, but for this one, the quickest way to do this is with tear tape or Seal Plus. You want strong adhesive so that your cardstock's not popping out all over the place. And I'm just gonna go ahead and use tear tape here. And I think I tore an extra piece there. So the box bottom is going to be held together by the designer series paper a little bit too. So you don't have to worry too much about this. The disadvantage of using multi-purpose liquid glue, the lid with the green glue, is it doesn't grab instantly, so then you're having to hold it for a little bit. So it works. You just, sometimes I do like the instant grab. So basically I'm gonna take these and flip them down and pop this up. Okay, so just pinch and flip this over. Have you guys made these before? You should leave a comment if you have and you're thinking it's time to trot them out. Okay, so here is our box bottom, okay? All right, it's super sunny here today, and Pepper thinks she should be outside where it's sunny, but it's also quite cold in the teens, and so she goes out for a couple minutes, and then she's just like mad that it's cold. Like, what's going on here? This is not what I signed up for, so. All right, so now we have our box bottom, and we have our strip. What I'm gonna do here is take my tear tape, and again, you're gonna put tear tape or Seal Plus, it needs to be strong adhesive, and all along the side and the back. Now, if you find that this is hard to get off, you're always peeling the paper or the adhesive instead, just burnish this with your fingernail. The harder you push that down, the easier it is to get the strip off, okay? So I'm gonna pull that off. So I have here and there, you can see. Oh, Tanya, you haven't made these? Oh, goodness. Okay, well, I know what Tanya's doing today. So now what I'm gonna do, and I actually like to do this on the table, so pretend this is our table here, and I'm gonna set this down. I'm gonna do it not in the middle of the air. I like to just start by attaching here, okay? And then all I do is I go around the bottom, and I'm just tugging just a little bit to make sure that this is tight at the corners. And I'm just gonna keep rolling this around. You can do it in the middle of the air, or you can do it on the table. Usually do it on the table, but it's harder for you guys to see. And then I'm going to do the fourth side here, and then at the end, so I still have this sticky bit here to seam, and at the end I'm just gonna pop this together and seam that there. Now, this is a time, see, look at how simple that was. This is a time that is really happy to have a bone folder, okay? And what I do is I'm gonna pop this in here and just push along those edges, because I wanna make sure that my adhesive on all four sides is really well stuck down. As with any adhesive, sounds fancy to say, but they're pressure sensitive. Not any adhesive, but most of the ones actually. They're pressure sensitive, so the harder you push down, the better off you are. Oh, Betty asked a question. She said, how do you think Seal Plus compares with tear tape? Honestly, I think they're really pretty comparable as far as the hold-ishness of them. I think you could really go either way. So whatever you're most comfortable with. So, all right, so we have this square bottom box bag. So it's kind of a box, it's kind of a bag. And then I like to close them with a clip. These are from a past Stampin' Up! Event or project kit or something like that. But if you're looking for clips right now, the Countdown to Christmas kit has a really great set of those big, I used mine, I sent them all out last month with to-go kits, but they have those big mini clothespins. They're about this tall, and they would be really cute for something like this. So we're gonna close this up, and we clearly need a tag. And so for our tag, I'm gonna bring in Christmas Classics because it has that little to you and yours image. So I'll pull this out. This is one of the retiring items, so make sure you're checking that last chance that's linked in the comments. And oh, I guess it's kind of crooked. There we go. Oh my gosh. Really, it's cold outside, puppy. You do not want to be out there. And then I'm going to grab some cherry cobbler ink here and go ahead and stamp this. I don't care if it's straight or not because I'm going to trim this really tight and pop this here like so. So you could put anything in this box. And if you were, running short on your candy or treat supplies, you could make the boxes a little bit smaller, kind of whatever works for you. But I'm going to add a tag to this, and this is the die set that I'm going to use. This is I'll just pull them out. This is called Handcrafted Ornaments, and it is from the retiring list, and has this some Christmassy items in it. So it has this beautiful ornament, which we're going to use now and you're going to love, but it also has this ornament here, which is, you can see this one layers on itself. So it's like a floral, leafy kind of arrangement. So you could use that for lots of things. Pepper, go lay down. Oh, sorry guys. And then this is a tag here, like a chrysanthemum tag, and it has that layered piece too. So this just pops right on here, and it has that pretty edge. There's a tag and then a little star. So this one is discounted at the moment, so make sure you check that out. But let's go ahead and cut this one. So I have a bit of cherry cobbler cardstock, and I have a piece of the Distressed Gold Designer Series paper. And I think I actually don't have this one ready through the magic of television. So let me grab my die cut machine. I think I have my big one here. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this on here. And then I'm going to cut this one at the same time. I do love my big die cut machine because I often will cut multiple pieces at the same time. So I'll pop my plate on here and run this through. All right, so then on the other side, here we go. I have my piece. Now, if you are newer to stamping and you don't have a die cut machine, I have to tell you that I highly, highly recommend having one. They really extend your possibilities on what you can do with lots and lots of different ideas and shapes and so forth. Things to match your stamps, things that don't match your stamps. But you can see how clean that is, even with those tiny little, here you can kind of see through those tiny little dots there on our ornament. And then our piece here, if these hadn't all come out, they pretty much did, but a really easy way to get those little bits out is to just flick, and they often come out. And if not, I just flex it and flick, but then those pieces all come out. Now, when you put these together, you'll notice that this has lots of holes in it. So I don't want to just put glue across the back here because I don't want that to like splurge out everywhere. So instead, I am going to put my glue on this tag. If you're sticking it down to a card or something, it wouldn't really matter. I'm gonna clean that off because you would be sticking it down. But since we're doing this as a tag, I don't really want the people to get gluey fingers when they just are touching the pretty tag, which of course you would want to do, right? Everybody likes to check all the things out with their when they're textured and pretty and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down like this. Give it a second to grab, right? Because it's multi-purpose liquid glue. Thanks, Corinne. Appreciate all your likes, comments, loves, shares, all those things. And then this is going to be a tag to fit on our ornament. So let's go ahead and add our teeny to you and yours here. Usually I have some mini pieces available, but apparently I don't have right now. So I'm going to grab half of a little edge strip from a Stampin' dimensional backing and then pop this on here. So to you and yours. And then we're going to put a string through here. And for that, I've got this pecan pie string. This came out as part of the online exclusives. It's really soft and it's got this natural fiber trim, which I realize that this paper is white, but the natural trim goes beautifully with it. I really like this pecan pie trim, so you can find the link for that in the description. And if you are going to make a bunch of these, you would figure out how long you wanted your string to be. But if you're making just, one or two, be a little careful. So a little fragile hang tab here. If you're just making one or two, I really kind of like sometimes to just tie the string on the roll and then trim it after I've tied it. That way I'm not always clipping little edge bits and wasting a bunch of string. So now I can clip it exactly the length that I want, like that, and clip this end that I fed through since it's not so pretty anymore. And now we have our cute little ornament hang tag, okay? So you can put a message on the back or something like that, and then we're gonna just pop this on here with our tags. So there we have our little artistic, we'll get our bow artistically wrapped there on the front. And then we have our cute little hang tag, right? Mary, Mary, yes. I'm glad you like the place favor idea. And Kelly, yes, this is totally easy. Here's another one. This is the one with the Santa paper. And then of course, when you open them up, you can see the pretty paper there on the inside. And so you have that sort of festive element too. All right, I know this is kind of a super short video, but this is a really easy project. So like I said, you could do these for any holiday. They have this fun box bottom shape, and you could use any kind of designer series paper that you have on hand. You could even use cardstock as you wrap around. The trick with cardstock is that you want to be just really careful to make sure you pinch those corners. If you have cardstock that's not scored, it doesn't always love to bend quite as cleanly. The designer series paper is just the perfect weight for bending around those corners. So, all right. Are you guys picturing what you're going to make these for now? Like what occasion? Thinking, oh, let's see, I still have a holiday party coming up this weekend. I might make some of these for such and such. So hope you guys are feeling inspired about that, but they're a really easy project. And for this particular size, I kind of like to put a handful of Ghirardelli chocolates in here. You could do kind of anything you want. You could even, this would take a little bit more math on your part, but instead of making it a square bottom box bag, you could make it a rectangle bottom box bag and put something like cocoa packets in it, or something like that. It's just that wrap of the designer series paper is the super easy feature of these, and it just makes them go together so quickly because really you're just making the box bottom and then you're wrapping the top of it to go. So, and then a cute tag. All right, everybody, as always, thank you for your likes, comments, shares, all that kind of stuff. Link is in the comments for the supplies, or if you're watching on YouTube, it's on the in the video description. So make sure you check those. And I hope that you guys had a great holiday weekend this past weekend, getting ready for things, and that you are in the home stretch as far as getting your holiday preps things going. So happy stamping, everyone, and I will be back on Thursday with another Maker Mornings with Meg. Thursday we're back. We have another embossing paste project, I think. So the fourth one for the Love and Stamps monthly tutorials for the month of December. All right, everyone, have a fantastic day, and I will look forward to seeing you again on Thursday. Happy stamping, everyone.